Because the night entertainment, you know, so I want you to try first. Then we'll make it. Then we can get out 3 days later. First,
I'll send you video on it.
Look at how perfect this came out. It's like beautiful. Can you take pictures with them? I'm eating!
I would just say that she's a great resource to know.
I keep telling myself, it's like, in housing, it's like, no, it's okay.
Hey! Dear sweet brother Newsy.
Part of their major. So they have this
How do I do it? That's what
This is one of the painters. We actually enjoy the music you guys are playing while you were doing it.
Oh, yeah.
There's just like 2 people, so thank you for columns to do, right?
Yeah, so actually my my other artist, great.
We did some serious work in our office. No idea. Well, I guess we're going to get new carpet in the outer part. Yeah, new carpet and hey, don't knock it.
Carter, who is the director of the center, unfortunately couldn't be here because he had a business trip, but he sends his love. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Katie Peterson, and I am the program coordinator for the Cross-Cultural Leadership Center. And like I said, I'm very excited for you all to be here because the center is an incredible place. I just started here about, early July, so I've only been here for a small amount of time, but one of the things that really stands out to me about the center is that when I talk with students and when they describe this place, they describe it as a home. And to me that's really significant because the mission of the center is really to provide a space for students to be respected, connected, and affirmed. And if students are describing this place as a place where they feel like they have a voice, that they get supported, and that it can be a home for them, then I feel really proud to be working in this center. And so really what today is all about is one, celebrating just the amazing accomplishments of our students, but also just affirming the important role of the faculty and staff in that process. One of my favorite authors is Sharon Parks, and she writes this book called Big Questions and Worthy Dreams, and she describes kind of the meaning-making process of college students in the higher education process. And one of the things that she describes is this table. And she describes this table as a theoretical space that faculty and staff essentially create for students. It's a place where everyone is invited to that conversation. It's a place where you can process, where you can explore, where you can ask those challenging questions, but then also be challenged yourself and supported in that process. And so when I look around this room, I recognize already so many of the faces of faculty and staff members who make that difference in our students' lives. I don't think that this center could succeed and flourish as much as it does unless we had the support of many of you a part of it. It could be really as simple as, Adele sometimes comes by and drops off cookies for the students of the center. I've never had these cookies because I haven't been here this long, but the fact that I've heard about them and how they make an impact, I'm hoping to try these cookies. No pressure, right? Right, exactly. Or some of our faculty members who've already emailed me and have incorporated their programs in their syllabus. It's those small things that really make a difference and make an impact on this campus. So I want to affirm and celebrate the faculty and staff that are in this room and encourage you to continue being involved. We have a book over here that you can sign up and put your email address, and we want to keep you plugged in. We have programs such as Diversity 411 that happens during your lunch hour, where you can come and engage with students just about difficult questions and build those relationships. We'll also be having a diversity summit, and we do need some faculty and staff to go with us to act as mentors for those students. So please do get involved. We want you to be a part. Email me, my card is up there. But of course, we also want to celebrate our students. And on this wall over here, we have 5 students, and we wanted to spotlight who they are and what they bring to the center and what they're doing on this campus. They're incredible. And if you could raise your hand if you're here, so they can identify you. We have Malcolm. And if we could start just right over here, Malcolm, if you want to just say your name and what year you're in.
My name is Malcolm, and this is my 5th year.
Oh, my name is Andrea, and this is going to be my 3rd year.
I'm Egypt, and this is my 4th year.
I'm Vicente, I'm my 4th year.
And I'm Rocio Guido, and I'm done. I'm done with my graduate program, yeah.
So please get to know these students because they are incredible, and we'll actually get to hear a little bit more from Rocio in just a moment because she was the inspiration for these murals. But of course, it wouldn't be complete to really talk about the mighty Cclc staff. I've only got the privilege to work with them for a little bit, but they really inspire me. These are students that go above and beyond and are really dedicated to the center. They're hardworking, they're talented, and they're an incredible group. So please get to know them as well. I'm going to pull them up so they can introduce themselves.
All right, once again, hello everyone. My name is Egypt Howard. I'm a 4th year here at Chico State, and I'm also a paraprofessional in the Cclc. This is like my 3rd year here. Love it.
I'm Mario. I'm a 3rd year. I'm also a paraprofessional here in the Cclc, and this is my 1st year being here, so I'm excited for the school year.
Hi everyone, I'm Melissa, and I'm actually at the front desk here at the Cross-Cultural Leadership Center, and I look forward to seeing you all come in and visit us more often.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Bianca. I am a 5th year student here, and this is my 4th year with the center, so I absolutely love this place. It is the reason why I stayed on campus. I hope to get to meet all of you sometime soon.
Hi everybody, my name is Kaylee Young, and I'm a paraprofessional here at the Cross Cultural Leadership Center. This is my 3rd year attending Chico State. My 1st year working in the center, but I've been here since day 1, so I got the vibe.
And I'm Andrea Sanchez. I'm the assistant program coordinator here at the Cclc. I've been here for a short time. I've been here since February, but I'm glad to be working here for this amazing place.
All right, so give them a hand. The moment that you've all been waiting for is I want to pull up Rocio and Daniel Vera, who Rocio is a graduate student at the time, who really was inspired to put these murals together. And Daniel is the very talented artist who spent time this summer really putting together these murals. I can testify to them being here after hours, playing music, screaming like this is so hard, and then also pulling in students to be a part of the process. It was really cool just to see the heart and the synergy and the dedication just basically to the voices that are represented on these walls. And so I want to go ahead and pull them up. They're going to share a little bit about, that there are descriptions of all the different themes of these murals, so please walk by, read them, and take it in.
Hi,
My name is Rocio again, and I just wanted to say that actually what inspired me to work on this type of project was that I have an indigenous, my indigenous roots, and as a language student teaching languages and culture, I thought it was really important to emphasize the diversity of cultural values that we have in the United States and my country, Mexico. And I wanted to somehow, I started reading this book. It's called Original Instructions, which talks about indigenous teachings for a sustainable world. Since our campus is a leader in sustainability, I wanted to actually make that connection that indigenous people really knew what they were doing with the environment. They were connected spiritually and in every way to the universe and to the knowledge, that is what's really important to me, to bring it back into modern life and to learn from it, and mainly to learn how to sustain our lives, and live in harmony with the physical world. So this is why, I saw on the website, on our website here on campus, that there is different committees that provide money for projects. One is the Sustainability Fund Allocation Committee, and then there's the Multicultural Committee also that provides this type of funds. I recommend to all new students or anybody that is here that if they want to have a dream or they have a project in mind, to go ahead and apply for this money, because it's always there for us to, come up with things to, show our knowledge, what we've learned here on campus. So the project came from reading this book. I really got inspired by the writing, especially Dr. Alarcón, who actually, thanks to the Multicultural Fund Committee, we also got a grant to bring Dr. Alarcón and speak about indigenous knowledge and what can we do to bring it back and to reconnect with our roots. So we started planning. I applied for the grants. I got the money. I was surprised. I'm like, what am I going to do with this now? Because I'm not a curator, and I've never really worked. I've done art at home, but nothing professional and everything. And so we had a plan of bringing somebody from Mexico, and Mural is from Mexico, and we had some challenges with that. So I was able to meet local artists here because of that project, Daniel Vera, who actually, stuck with us and through all the projects. And I looked at his art and I'm like, why are we looking somewhere else when we have this talent here at home? And so talking about sustainability, it's more sustainable to bring somebody local. And so, things just started kind of falling in place, and here we are, through the summer and through a lot of different challenges. Just want to mention that one of our biggest challenges was find a wall where to put paintings. The university is really, I don't know what the word would be, maybe bureaucratic. Very hard to get things, like that done. And so that was one of our major challenges. And but we were able to work through all those problems, and we ended up doing a collection, of different cultural, messages and values and things. So Daniel can talk to you a little bit about what he did. This is his, his inspiration and what he wanted to, do with the art. So anyway, Daniel Vera.
Actually, I would really like to thank you for having an opportunity to paint this. Can we give her another? Thanks everyone for coming. This is a great place. The vibe that when I was painting the mural was also one that I really appreciated and happy to actually got to participate and listen. And what they do here is a great thing. I've never seen it before, and it was really cool. When I was in school, I wish I would have known and got to hang out with something like this. So I was really happy to have a diverse audience and try to represent what they wanted. So when I came on the project, I wanted to actually help the muralist from Mexico. And then so I met Rocio, and then she offered me the job, and I was like, okay, I can do it. I've been doing murals around town. I teach a few. I do comic books actually, or graphic novels, whatever you want to call it. But I went to school in San Francisco Art Institute for film, and I teach digital illustration and help out kids. Since I've been back, I have a son, so I'm raising my boy here. And so Chico's been a really nice community for the last 5 years. I've been here, and I've done a lot of murals like around town. So I'm really happy to do this one. I wasn't going to do any more murals. I was kind of finishing. I wanted to go to the city and stuff. But, so I'm really happy to do this one. And yeah. What's really special about this mural for me, and the progression of what my artwork is based on, is definitely going back and trying to find roots and dreams and collective consciousness is really important. And so so my work kind of bases around that. So with this mural, I didn't really do sketch before I started. And the way I do my own work is really try to pull something that I might not know to teach myself. It's kind of like meditating. When you do art, it's like really definitely meditative. And so some of the stories that happen with these murals, with these paintings, are huge. Like, I found out after writing the paper for this event, all these coincidences and dreams, energy. I have my own beliefs on all this collective conscious and energy and how, generationally, how it just passed on, and I had dreams that things that happen and then they happen in real life, like years later. So for me, that's like where all my basis of my work and why I'm an artist, and I feel it's important. So if there's a paper there that's like 17 pages long, but it has like detail of every piece of art in here, and every, for example, the one that hit me the most was that buffalo one, and the girl, I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it, so, but there's a whole huge story about the white buffalo girl, and how she comes, and it's like she gives a prophecy, she'll be back, she's like, remember me, there's four directions, and it's like a huge story, but it's very important in the Native American culture, and I really didn't know what I was going to do. I knew I wanted to be Native American, but ended up like the girl, and the actual buffalo does turn black at the end too, so it's like, it's kind of interesting. Like, and then the hummingbird itself, through my own stories, there's this huge love story that in my books, and it's actually the poem that's on there is from the Poe King, the Aztec Poe King, and the story between him and there's like a huge story throughout the Americas about this love story between the moon and the sun, and the hummingbird and the flower, the red flower, and it's like really a lot of like the whole dream thing. Like seriously, like I wrote this book, same thing, and there's so many coincidences. So for me, this mural has been very, very, taught me a lot, and I'm really happy. I really didn't want to do something normal. I wanted to try to go above and beyond and try to figure out something that maybe that hasn't been done. That's maybe something special, and not just do the same route. So something that could really help. I really have a lot of issues with what is sustainability and how can we really help. And so when it came to do the animals, I just did the pillars and the girl, and I wasn't sure what I was going to put on canvases, and then it came to me. I was like, you know, animals, and then the reason is actually because if we can't take care of, like humans, okay, we want to recycle for ourselves, like, you know, to make our lives better, to make sure that we're taken care of, to, you know, just sustain ourselves, and that by itself is not a good enough reason. I don't really see that as the way that's really going to help the world. So what and it just made me realize, like, the animals, when I was doing, like, you know, there's the bears and the wolves that are native to this land, and they're not even in California, you know, and stuff like that, where if we can't treat our other fellow creatures on Earth, we're going to not be able to prosper ourselves. And it's just, you know, myself growing up, I didn't really see a lot of animals. You know, you go to the zoo, or you see a dog or a cat and a squirrel, and birds maybe. But really, like, we've lost a lot because of that. And I think that's the heart of is our mind. If we want to sustain something, we really need to know how to help other creatures, like ones that maybe, you know, that don't have a voice, or, you know, it's pretty deep stuff. But that's kind of, I'm really glad to be able to do this mural, and I wanted to make sure that students came, and when they did come in here, they were actually inspired, and it was an environment. I know it was for them. When I was here, I was like, oh, I can do this, I can do that, but then I was like, you know what, I need to make sure that when the students come in here, they're happy, and that it's a good feeling, and it's not like in your face, like too loud. So I wanted just to make it pretty, and I think I got a lot of help from some fellow artists, students. I couldn't have done it without them. I really want to thank Mecha. You guys were so awesome. You guys really supported me for this mural. Yeah. Helped me carry paint and all that stuff. It was cool. Thank you for helping me paint on the paintings. And I'll see you. Your help is invaluable.
I couldn't do it without you, and I couldn't have done this job without this center. I'm telling you, it took me probably a whole semester to try and figure out a place to put this, you know, this work, and without the center it wouldn't be possible. And one thing I want to say is that I have been involved in the community for many years now, and I find this place really unique because this center is not only for the students, it opens the door to the community. And this university without the community couldn't be as great as it is. And I think this is really like a bridge, you know, for the students to actually come and interact and do things here. And also, you know, the staff here, I mean, look at the beautiful work that they did. And thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to do this.
Actually, I want to read one more thing. It says, many Native American myths could equally be called folk tales. They seem to be about ordinary people, not gods. However, wait, that was not it. Among all tribes, there was a strong sense behind all individual spirits and personifications of the divine. There is a single creative life force, sometimes called the Great Mystery, which expresses itself through the universe in every human, animal, tree, and grain of sand. Every story, too, is a working out of this life force. The role of animals. An aspect of this outlook is a major role played in the stories by animals who often speak to humans in the system. Most tribes thought of individual members of the species as expressions of the spiritual archetype of that species, which in turn embodied a particular spirit power. And then talks about four directions. But yeah, if you guys want one of these, it's really good. It has a story of the white buffalo and all of like really good stuff.
Give him a hand one more time. Okay? Hopefully we're good. If not, might have overheated. Okay, we'll do it in 1 second. So if you see it starting, we've started.